back to Weekend Breakfast with me, David Bull. It's 20 past 7 on Saturday, August the 6th. Thank you very much indeed for all your messages already coming flooding in. This one is from Marcel Myrick, who says, David, please follow me. I'm watching you now live from the United States across the pond. Thank you very much indeed. I don't know what time it is where you are, but thank you very much indeed for watching. And we send our best wishes from your friends in the United Kingdom. John Presley in Burnham-on-Sea. Good morning, John. Very lovely to hear from you yet again. David, Rishi Sunak has already lost and should show some decency and pull out now. And one other thing, he doesn't drink alcohol. Well, as John Wayne said, I never trust a man who doesn't drink. Thank you very much indeed for that, John. This is from Donna in Leeds. David, the clip of Fishy Rishi just proves that the Tories don't want to level up. They want to level down. This is about the clip that we just showed about Rishi Sunak addressing the Conservative supporters in Tunbridge Wells, essentially saying he stopped Labour's formula, the funding policy, so he can divert money into more rural areas. You can sort of draw your own conclusions on that. Donna, thank you very much indeed. This is from Chris. Good morning, David. I think Truss should be Prime Minister. However, there are poor communities in the home counties too, and if Labour had deprived these of areas of funding, as is likely, then it would need it to be corrected. Thank you very much indeed. And this one from Richie saying, good morning, David. I live in the Shires. In fact, in Rishi's constituency, and anyone I've spoken to are actually unimpressed with Mr. Sunak, full stop. Thank you very much indeed for all of those. So in terms of that video, just remember, I'm really keen to know what you think about that video. Do you think that this is a nail in the coffin of Rishi Sunak, or do you think actually it will play well to that base, that 150,000 members of the Conservative Party? Let me know. 0344 499 1000. Text the word talk in your message to 87222. You can also tweet us at TalkTV and tweet me at Dr. David Bull. But now it is time for the papers, and I'm joined by the lovely Steve Denyer. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. How are you?
I'm very well. Nice to see you.
Yeah, you look very summery this morning. Great Saturday look. Full of life.
I look like someone's doily or tea cloth or tablecloth.
I love that top.
Thank you.
I also love, I just saw somebody tweeting, somebody taking pictures of you in bed.
Yes, they are.
Which I thought I was the only person that did that. I wasn't here, but so obviously
that was a secret, Steve.
Okay,
yeah.
There we go, sorry.
So, the papers, what do you have first?
We must start with the NHS. I always like discussing NHS with you because obviously, you're in it, you've been in it, you know a lot about it. We're going to, this is all bad news, unfortunately, but we're going to go straight in to the cyber attack on the 111 service. It's seemingly this morning, if you're just waking up, people who work for this service in the NHS are using pen and papers this morning. There's been this huge attack. Hackers have targeted Advanced. It's a firm that supplies software to something like 85% of the 111 service, and it's all gone down this morning. So, am I right in thinking the 111 service is used for people trying to get emergency?
Yeah, I mean, it was set up, the idea being it was set up to sort of sit alongside 999, so you would ring 999 for emergency care. 111 was meant to be sort of more of an advisory service, but clearly this advanced platform going down means you can't dispatch ambulances, you can't book emergency appointments, and also you can't refill those emergency prescriptions for whatever reason. And the worry here is it's not just advanced, actually, it's Care Notes, which is patient records, that's gone down, and CareSys, which looks after care homes. Now, clearly this is a massive breach. Do they know who's behind this?
Well, there's rumours this morning that it could be Russian intelligence. They have made threats in the past, and just in fact a few weeks ago. So this has suddenly happened, and you can put two and two together and come to the fact that maybe it's the Russian government seeking revenge for what's happening in Ukraine.
Yeah, it's interesting, and the National Cybersecurity Centre is involved as well. The Five Eyes have warned about this as well. This is UK, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, and the United States as well. What's your take on that, Jenny?
I just find it interesting. This happened on Thursday, and it's Saturday. So why have we sat on this for 2 days when people actually had time yesterday, if they were in a situation where they could at least try and see their GP if they don't work on a Saturday? Why wait till today to tell us about this?
But maybe they have been. Well, they say they've actually been diverting people to go to their GPs from 111, and they're able to do that. They can still answer the calls, but maybe they couldn't release it for reasons of national security.
I don't know. I just think maybe if you come to the public and a bit more transparent, we'd all go, actually, that's no problem. I'll wait until Monday or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, it's always slightly worrying about a hack like this. It's not the first time, is it? The NHS has been targeted.
And you see, I'm deeply worried anyway about centrally held records generally for the NHS.
We were discussing this earlier, weren't we? Because there's a lot of our information, our personal information, on our phones now.
There is. But also, if you noticed in the COVID pandemic, what they did very cleverly is they brought in a centralised system where you basically register your vaccinations, and it was rolled out and no one complained.
Yeah.
Now, they would never have been able to do that had we not had a
That's
pandemic.
so true. We just accepted it, didn't we?
Completely.
Within a really short space of time.
And now it's
happened.
okay to show
It's on
on
our
your
phones.
phone.
Yeah, mine's on my phone.
I mean, that worries me senseless because it's very easy then to roll it out and put everything else on there.
How do you feel about the app, though? So the NHS app, I love. I absolutely adore this thing. It's the best thing I think ever happened to the NHS. So I can go on there and go, oh, I've run out my prescription. Tap, tap, tap. Get that sorted. I find it amazing. My appointments, I can move my appointments around
Yes,
if I need
that's
to.
great.
So that's really good. How do you stand on that, though?
No, I think it's great. I mean, I use a different service. It's not the NHS one, but yes, I do exactly the same.
Yeah.
And I think we need to move that far more that way because also, as we know, we're missing tons of doctors. We need more nurses. And actually moving stuff online is great, but not for the elderly.
Yes.
And that is a big
Oh,
problem.
my mum will tell you every single day, I do not have a smartphone. I don't know how to do this. She's actually relatively unusual in her age group now.
How old is she?
She's 75, I think.
Oh, she's young.
How does that affect her, though, if she hasn't got a smartphone?
She can't. She has
she's
to do
literally
everything.
on the phone or-
On the phone, and
Right.
she'll be waiting. I think she had to try and sort out an appointment for her doctor. Her surgery is so oversubscribed, it's unbelievable.
I was just going to say, I mean, GPs
It's
are really
so
having a
bad.
really bad, there's backlogs
Yeah.
everywhere. So for this to happen now
I know.
and put more pressure on surgeries, it would seem this is a bad weekend to be ill.
Well, and just looking at the figures, 25% of GPs are now working full-time. Most only work 3 days a week or fewer. And more worryingly for me is public satisfaction with GPs is at its lowest since 1983. And quite frankly, it's unsustainable.
It's very hit and miss, though, isn't it? I think, depending on where you live. Again, I mean, I can only blow my own surgery's trumpet. They've been amazing, absolutely amazing. And I've gone through certain points in the last year and a half that I've needed a lot of help, and they have been beyond brilliant. But my mum, in her surgery, she can't get an appointment for love nor money. But then again, they built this whole area up where she lives, brought in all these students, but they haven't got an infrastructure. So again, that's down to the council agreeing to have all these extra people living there.
I know, and it is a massive problem just going forward in terms of infrastructure. And every time we build houses, we've talked a great deal about building houses, but you need infrastructure. And when you have people living there, you need doctors. You need
a support network, a social support network.
Exactly right. Thank you very much. Just for the moment, don't go anywhere, Steve and Jenny. After the break, we'll be whizzing through more of the papers. Much more to come over the next 2.5 hours. Stay where you are. We're going to take a short break. This is Talk TV.